Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings III as we are playing in our roleplay series as the Dokeianos dynasty. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Remember, this is going to be an extra long episode since it's going to be the Saturday and Sunday episodes combined. And of course it will be coming out, sometime Saturday night or Sunday morning. I'm assuming it's going to be early Sunday morning just based on when I'm recording this right now. So we're looking for at least an hour and 20 minutes, if not as much as maybe an hour 30. We'll see how long we can go and how long it is after editing. So the first thing I want to do is I think we're going to go ahead and move our capital away. I don't really like this flag here. I just really like the three golden lines on the blue background. I really like that. So we're going to go ahead and change it over to here, not just for how it looks though, because this is also a better province. So it's 13 development. We're about to get to 13 development here. So we're going to go and let it finish that, I suppose, since it's almost there. And then they'll be the same technically. And you also notice that as far as how much money and levies we're getting more levies here, more money there. But a big part of that is the buildings that we've constructed here. So I know we've already kind of started constructing these, but yeah, I think we're going to move over to here. They also start with some buildings. So yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and change the capital over to here, guys. I think this is a better location. All right, excellent. So that is our new capital, and it looks like, interesting. We still have the same icon here, the same flag. Maybe it'll update. Yeah, it'll probably update maybe when we leave the game and come back in. I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, we'll change our capital over here just because, again, I think it's a better location, and we'll likely be expanding into this territory before we expand into anything here, simply because this is the weakest guy. Now, of course, as a content character, we're not going to be doing that anytime soon, guys. We can go ahead and speed this up. But we will do some expansion, as I kind of talked about in the previous episode. So I don't think there's anything we need to take care of. We're just letting it roll at this point. Oh, actually, there is one thing. We want to go ahead and change over to High Crown Authority. Might as well. We don't really have any vassals that are going to much care about that. None that we have to worry about anyway. So yeah, we'll go and change up to that. We'll take a look and see if there's any decisions to hold. I suppose we can call a hunt. We haven't done a hunt yet as this character. And what happened here? Oh, okay. So we've got a new bishop. So that means we're going to have to, once again, work on getting them above, above zero so that we can actually get some levies and taxes from them. I guess the key thing of note here is that his learning is higher than our last bishop. His learning's 12. Our last bishop was, I think, 8. Yeah, I believe he was 8. So overall, we have a slightly better bishop. So I guess there's that. Able to get claims faster. But of course, we won't be getting a whole lot of claims as this character. Oh, we're done here with that. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to switch over to increase development in our new capital. So development is now 13 here. But yeah, you'll see that just switching over the capital here, we now have both more money and more levies here than we had in our previous capital. I just think it's a better location overall. Accosted. My agents have scheduled a journey for, so we might as well not even read this because we're not going to attempt it. Though, because we're arrogant, looks like we're going to have to do it. Okay, so we're going to do it. I knew that we were probably going to eventually do this with the 5% risk anyways. We could have attempted to see if there was any other agents that would have been willing to join now that we have a little bit of money. But yeah, there is nobody, so it's irrelevant. I figured we were going to have to try a 5% chance sometime. It's most likely going to fail, but we're going to do it anyway. So my agents have scheduled a journey for Count Manuel, which will take them through dark woods. All that is missing is the band of thugs that will tragically slay them in a highway robbery gone wrong. I can already imagine blood seeping into the dark soil. So 5% chance, guys. So I do expect it to fail. And it seems Count Manuel has escaped God's judgment yet again. My hired thugs failed to overpower his retinue. At least they were slain to a man with no one left to talk. They have been assumed to be nothing but common bandits. So we say you cannot trust commoners to do anything right. And he'll gain the watchful now. And so we'll have hostile scheme resistance +5. And we get the attempted murder secret. We're going to say first you don't succeed and then keep it going. Which is what we'll do. Might as well. Again, probably not going to be able to get this done as long as he knows about it. Even if we were to hire agents. But our character's not one to give up easily. And it looks like we were attacked here. And he has vastly superior army. I'm guessing he just hired mercenaries, or no, it looks like his ally, whoever his ally is quite powerful. Okay, so we're gonna have a big battle here where we're gonna be outnumbered. We have a total of not even 900 troops, so it's gonna be a tough fight. But one of the benefits we have is that they have to attack us, and I think the war goal, let me just double check on this. Okay, so yeah, the war goal is for our capital province here, and it is in the hills, so we do get that bonus. We also have some advantage bonuses here, so if he wants to attack us here, he's going to have to, or if he wants to take the war goal, he's going to have to attack us. So we will have that benefit. So let's go and raise up our armies. Oh, I didn't mean to raise them up there. My bad. Let's disband them there and change up, change this up, the rally point, so we actually raise them up where we need them. All right, so we'll have, you know, about 800 dudes or so. It's not going to be much, nothing really all that impressive, but they will be defending the hills. We'll try and get them to attack us in the mountains, if at all possible. Yeah, we don't even have 800 dudes. I think we lost some when I did that, so that's unfortunate. But they should be raising up. Maybe we'll get up to about 800 here. So what we can do is try and get them to attack us here in the mountains where we'll have better odds, but I think it's going to be kind of hard to do that because, yeah, they'll be able to attack us in either one of these. So they can go this way if we're here, or they can go, yeah, that way if we're over here. So, and we don't want them to attack us there. Yeah, but we really want them, I don't know if we'll be able to get to, okay, this is what I'm thinking. As far as distance goes, his province here is further from either one of these than they are from each other. So if we just move to one of them, then we should be able to get to the other one if he decides to go that one instead, so that we can hopefully get this mountain bonus. So it looks like he's going to go over to that province, which is interesting since if he wants to win this, he's got to come here. So we'll chase him down. We could also just go after his capital once he leaves. So that would be one option. Let's let him go. Remember, this is going to be a close one, and we do not want to win. We do not want to lose our county. So we're going to play pretty slow, guys. Murder, itching for a distraction. The man in charge of cleaning the clothes of Count Manuel's guard is brought to me. No one will notice him tampering with their clothes, and if something distracting for the guards could be planted, what would you have of me, my lord? So we can say, I want you to grind rose hips really fine, and then we'll lose 50 gold, and the murder scheme will gain progress. Or we say, cut holes in their clothes, and Count Manuel will spend 150 prestige, and we will actually lose stress because we are fickle. Okay, yeah, we'll do that one then. We have to do that one. And then he'll lose prestige. So we're hurting our brother, I suppose, in any way that we can. So we're going to want him to get further before we go after his capital. And the idea here is that before he's able to take our other county, which is, like, I guess where he's going, before he'll be able to take our other county, we should be able to have his capital taken. So one thing I'd like to do is see where his ally is. I don't even know who that is. And looks like he's or she's involved in it, and she's the one with most of the troops, and she's way over here. So it would take her time to get over here. It is the only war that she's involved in, though. So she will be coming here, and that's 1,100 dudes. But hopefully we can get some victories before she arrives. I would have really liked to get him defeated, but again, I think maybe we should just go after his capital first. So we'll do that, and then we need to take a look at his other ally as well, because I noticed he had two. Oh, this is still Cyprus, but Cyprus was not pulled in. Okay. So he might not have as many troops as we thought. It looked like 1,700 here. That's really not that bad when you count hers and his. Again, we could wait until he came over here and attacked him. I don't know why he's going out to sea now. Maybe he's going to come back around here. Hard to say. But we would get his capital taken in 6 months here. So that would be a big win for us. And I'm hoping that we'd get the capital taken before he won here after the war goal. We would have to attack him, though. If he gets over there, we might just have to attack him, because remember, we want to do it before the 1,100 get here. Now, I don't know where she's at, but it seems like Cyprus has gotten involved now. So that's 600 something. Yeah, I'm not seeing her. I don't know if this is This might be her here. Yeah, her army might have just got destroyed, which gives us a significant advantage, guys. But Cyprus has got involved, so we don't have to worry about them there. We are taking attrition here too, so the army's getting weaker. But yeah, we're gonna keep it going, guys. We got 4 months left, and I do think he's going to go all the way around here, or he went to go get involved in that battle. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. He came here to join with the Cyprus army, so he's messing around over here while we're taking his capital. That's interesting. So our wife has given us the attentive care bonus because she's looking after us. Well, thank you. She's turned out to be a pretty good wife. So is she? No, she's not pregnant yet. With a second kid. Remember, she is chaste, so that's something to consider. So it's going to be harder to have kids. And our opinion with her isn't all that high either, so I'm sure that'll affect it too. Is there anything we need to be aware of here? We can call our ally, and I forgot we had an ally. We probably should. I know he doesn't have a large army, but it'd be helpful. Anything we can get assistance with. And he does have money, so he could always hire mercenaries. So yeah, let's call him into the conflict to help us out. It is a defensive war, so he should have to help us. We can also call our son in as well, just to get more troops, which our son has 600 men, so yeah, that'd be super helpful. Let's go ahead and do that. I didn't even think to call in everybody. And we can call in our brother too, apparently. So we could call him in. It looks like our brother would not join, and it's probably because he hates us for good reason. So instead we'd have to call in Count Michael, and I don't know why we wouldn't. So we'll get Count Michael involved as well. I should have done this already, as I said, but man, they could have been helping us this whole time. So yeah, a 400 army here, and then our ally will hopefully raise up troops as well. He doesn't really have much of an army, but anything is helpful. We got 1,200 dudes coming here. I do assume that they're going to come over here after our capital, but we've already taken theirs, and we just snatched their capital, and we got some prisoners. Does look like we captured an heir, and so not the heir, but one of his heirs, and so with that, we have ticked the war score up to 47%. Here, so not bad. Got a little bit of money as well, so that's all helpful. It does look like he's coming over here to attempt to attack this army. They're not going to be able to engage him there. We could continue going after his provinces here, but we should probably help our allies here. And again, we want them to attack us in a good defensive location, so either here in the hills or here in the hills would be best. Let me just take a look at the prisoners we got. See which one of them is his heir. So let's just take a look at this real quick so I don't do the wrong one. All right, so it looks like it's her. Yeah, so she's the heir. So is she. So we actually have two. So we're going to keep them both locked up. This character here, I don't know who he is, some old man who's probably not going to live very long. So we might as well ransom him, though it looks like that isn't an option. Could just get a weak hook. And remember, we can demand payments for hooks since we do have that perk. So yeah, let's do that. He's got money, so might as well. All right, so let's go ahead and negotiate his release for a hook. Can also use him as a potential agent in the future. All right, so let's go ahead and demand payments from that character, because again, he's not going to live very long, so I don't see it being worth it keeping that. And that gets us up to 152 gold. Can we hire mercenaries? I'm pretty sure we could. Maybe not. Okay, it looks like it's 220. I was thinking it was 1 something, like high 100 something was for the lowest mercenary. Apparently not, though. All right, so we'll have to wait. We will have to wait a little bit, guys. So now he's going over this way. All that glitters. My spymaster Gabriel approaches me with a wicked grin. My lord, this pouch contains a powder most nefarious. If sprinkled on top of something, say a gift for Count Manuel, it leaves no trace but will afflict whoever touches it with weakness and ill humors. So if we gave him 15 gold, then he would get to not feeling well, a severe health penalty. Yeah, I think we'll do that, guys. So it might not kill him. Yeah, it's probably not going to kill him, but, you know, anything we can do here, guys. So now they're going over around this way. So he's probably going to go after attacking our province there, which would be a good thing, because we would be able to defeat him even without our allies, because not only will we have the hill benefit, but we'll also they'll have the recently disembarked penalty. So overall, it's actually going to work out quite well, I think. I think we could beat him, even though he outnumbers us. I could be wrong, of course. But yeah, I think we should be able to beat him. Now, I prefer him to fight me in the mountains here, but it looks like that's not going to happen. Alright, so we're almost here, and then we're going to want to go all the way across and see if we can get a win. It looks tough, guys. I don't know if it's going to be enough. But we're going to try, because we don't want him to win that siege. And maybe our allies will help us here. Yeah, it looks like they would be willing to assist us. They are trying to run now. And remember, they have that recently disembarked. When do they lose that? Let's just take a look. So 10 more days, so we'd have to engage him within 10 days. It'd be 9 days to get him. It's very unlikely that we're going to attack him there. Alright, well, I don't think we want to fight him here in the plains. I don't think that's the best way to do this. We did get a new stewardship perk, so let's go ahead and take a look at what our options here are. So we could do the monthly income while at war. That would help us now since we actually are at war. The other options would be the building, holding, construction time reduction, or the collect taxes efficiency. Let's go ahead and go with this one and get the 10 extra gold. I do want to see how much this impacts it, so we'll look at this in a minute. So we're at negative 0.0. Let's do the war profiteer and see how much that goes up. 0.3. All right, excellent. So we're now in the positive and actually earning money. All right, so he's going over this way. Remember, we cannot fight him in any of his provinces that have forts. We'd also like to engage them separately, if at all possible. Maybe we should wait until he gets locked. Let me see if that's at all possible. It takes us 9 days to get there. Well, it takes him... Hold up. Is that 48 days? This doesn't seem right. Maybe he's going further. It doesn't seem like it should take 48 days for him to get there. Let's just stop this for a second. Oh, okay, it's 13 days to get there. So we want him to get locked. It takes us 9 days. We have to get there before him in order to get the mountain bonus. So remember, he's getting there in 13. We can get there in 9, so we can let it pass a couple days here. And then try and engage him. What are we looking at? 10 days, so we'd have to get there first. And just hope that our ally helps us here in the mountains. We'll have a better advantage bonus, I think. Maybe, it's hard to say. And here comes their allies, so again, we have to fight these guys before they all get here. They will have the recently disembarked penalty. Alright, so we are engaged in the battle with a very good chance of win, so much so that 600 men decided to avoid it, as did them, so it's just going to be these 600. Which is kind of unfortunate, because I would have rather have, obviously fought all of them if we could. We do have the advantage here. We are going to lose troops, of course, and it does look like he is countering us as well. So, yeah, we're only getting a 77% bonus for our pikemen. Yeah, we're not countering them at all, because he does have those armored footmen. Okay, we have the same amount of knights, but again, we have the advantage bonus. It looks like he is going to attack. That 600 men's going to attack, and he will have the recently disembarked penalty when he arrives. He'll arrive in 10 days. He'll be locked before we win it, so I don't think he'll be able to stop, which means he's going to attack us here. Yeah, he's definitely going to attack us, and he'll definitely still have the recently disembarked penalty. So overall, this should be very positive for us. We now have our ally here as well. And yeah, you can see the advantage is significant. And good news, our wife is pregnant again. All right, excellent. All right, so quite pleased with that. We'll see if we have a boy or a girl. And yeah, it looks pretty good, this battle here, guys. We'll win it, but of course we'll be in lower numbers, so let's see what that 600 does there. Just barely gonna win it. Yeah, it's very, very close. But yeah, we are gonna win it. And now we have that advantage bonus as well. And looks like one of our knights killed one of their knights. I'm interested to see how this battle is gonna look at the end here. All right, so almost got it done. We're chasing him down now, so we did achieve victory here. And it looks like we were able to capture somebody as well, the spymaster of the Duke of Cyprus. We were able to capture his spymaster, excellent. So let's go and take a look at the details of this battle. We lost 300, they lost 426. Not bad considering the fact they outnumbered us by like 400 something men. I think. Oh wait, excuse me. It wasn't 400 something men. We only outnumbered them, or they only outnumbered us by about 100 something. So not quite as many as I thought. And of course, we had those advantage bonuses as well. They also had a cruddier general too. So just looking at who did what, our knights did quite well. Looks like the pikemen did okay. Bowmen took quite a few casualties compared to how many they actually did, so bowmen didn't do great. And of course, levies did, as levies always do. The knights did absolutely fantastic. Look at our chancellor, 69 kills there. Yeah, these guys did really, really well. Yeah, they helped us out quite a bit, these two. As far as the knight-on-knight battles, our knight was able to maim this mare here, also this mare, so he maimed 2 mares, and then he killed the son of the duchess. And then we captured this character and this character here. So, do we want to ransom them? I mean, could, for a little bit more money. We could take a look at this, even an option, but this guy's kind of decent, so we might not want to let him go. But this character, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't want to let him go. He is wounded as well. So let's go and dismiss this. Let's go through our dungeon here and see what we want to do. So again, we could go ahead and release this guy for 50 gold. That's not bad. I think we will. We could use that. This guy here, we could get another 50 gold, but I think we're going to keep him. So let's go and ransom this character off. There we go. Beautiful. We're now at 56% here, guys. And I'm going to see if we can't get these guys here to engage us here in the mountains, if at all possible. When they try and escape this way, maybe to come over here and attack us, or to combine with their allies here. We'll see if we can't get them to attack us. So there's an extra 50 gold there. Nice. Still don't have enough to like hire mercenaries or anything like that. So he is going to attack us here, and that means our ally will come and help us. We will be getting the defending the mountains bonus again. So this should be another win here. Taking up our war score even higher, but we don't have a ticking war score, guys. So after this, we will have to focus on, then trying to take some of their provinces in order to get the final win here. All right, so we get the victory here. Again, this probably isn't going to tick up war score by much. Yeah, it's only a little 4% boost here, but much better kill-death ratio. Yeah, they lost 200 something, man. We lost 84. Let's go and take a look at our knights, see how they did. These guys both continuing to get good kills here, and looks like we were able to wound him, and we captured this character here. And I suppose we could dismiss him. I know that this, gives them back one of their knights. I do want to take a look and see how our knights are doing as far as the ones we have out there. We actually have some pretty cruddy knights here. So that's something to maybe fix here in a minute, guys. But first, let's go and ransom that guy off, which is this guy here. Yeah, let's go and ransom him off, get another 50 gold. That'll be useful. And then we're going to go ahead and invite knights in. See if we can't get some better knights here. We might have to disband our troops and then raise them back up. That's a possibility. So they're now going after our capital here. They're going to get that in 8 months. Oh, could we beat them? I don't actually know. Let's start moving over that way. I don't know if our ally will help us. We'll obviously have the advantage bonus. It is a mountain province. I think we have some bonuses from the actual provinces as well. No, we don't. I was thinking we had an advantage bonus. We do not. Did get that extra money there. Excellent. All right, so let's go ahead and bring these guys in to the battle, and hopefully they win. We have those 200 men here, these 200 here. It does look like they're all following us. It will be the full 1,200 men here, though they're going to be taking attrition, so that's going to hurt them as well. We were able to sway him, but he's still not above 1 yet, so we're not getting his levies. You can see our troop numbers are just absolute garbage, guys. I think it might... We'll wait till we get these knights, but it might behoove us to use some of that money to get another... Ooh, this guy's really good. But to increase our men-at-arms, that's what I mean. Yeah, let's go and hire this guy. Yeah, he's great. He's a big chunk of money, though. But yeah, that's a fantastic knight. 25? Prowess? Can't really beat that, guys. So now it's questionable whether we'd win or not with those 1,200 men. Yeah, it's really hard to say if we'd be able to win that. We could go here and then wait for the 1,200. They have 5 months before they finish up the siege. We are going to get the assistance, I think, from our allies. I think they will be coming to help us. So we will have that. So yeah, they should all get here. We'll wait for them to get here so that we can all attack at the same time. They are going to attempt to leave, but I don't think they'll be able to get out in time. Let's go and wait for these guys. And now let's see if we would win. Again, we need the assistance of our allies to win. Otherwise, it says we will probably lose. There we go. So we'll probably win with the allies. It's going to be close, though, guys. Very, very close. They do outnumber us. We have the advantage bonus. Who has the better general? Looks like they have the better general. As far as traits go for the general, they don't have any here. Just looking at these, looks like it's just us being countered. So they do have those men-at-arm counters, so that's big. Makes us lose battles we would be able to win. And okay, so a faction won their civil war, and looks like the emperor was already replaced. And now we have a new emperor, who is Manuel. So same name as our brother. Okay, so yeah, they keep on switching emperors because they keep losing the rebellions. That's pretty frequent here in the Byzantine Empire, guys. Just emperors be flip-flopping quite a bit. So looks like we will win this battle, just barely. And our liege continues to lose wars. Yeah, just barely won this battle, guys. Got us up to 77% now. And we have captured the son of the Duke there. It doesn't change up the war score at all. But yeah, that's a good win. So what do we want to do with him? He is the heir of that entire duchy. Oh, it's the son of the Duchess, excuse me. So it is her heir and her only heir. So if we were to kill him, that'd be pretty big for her, because she is 67 years old. So that's going to mess up. I don't know who's set to inherit next. We can always take a look at that. Her grandson. So I guess it doesn't mess it up that much. It just results in the grandson taking over. But if the grandson was removed, then Queen Mother Helena of Georgia would take over. That actually hurts us because it reduces the overall power of the Byzantine Empire, since Georgia would be inheriting titles from our territory here in Anatolia. So overall, that's not actually a good thing. So I don't really see any reason to kill that character. So yeah, we could go ahead and ransom him. It's a little bit of gold here. I think we'll keep him, though, until after the war, just because he has that decent prowess. So yeah, we'll just hold on to him. So with these guys here, I'm waiting to hire those other knights. And I think we should be able to get through here without any trouble. And I think they are retreating back this way. Just looking at the victory, we got 9% war score, killed double the men. Just going to look at the events here. This guy was able to kill, it looks like every one of our main knights here was able to kill one of his knights. All right, fantastic. He's kind of using pretty garbage knights at the moment. And of course, we captured that one. Looks like some of our knights were wounded as well. Okay, so yeah, trying to avoid any of these conflicts that are happening over here. And it looks like we had twins. We had 2 twin boys. Wow. So we're not going to have enough titles for all these boys, guys. So we have to figure out what we're going to name them. Remember, our first son is named after us, Michael. So we're going to need some other names. We're not going to do Manuel. Looks like those are the only choices here. Could do a good Greek name. Just kind of go through these to see if there's any that I really like. Is Thomas Greek? Okay, I guess sure, why not? And then maybe an Orthodox name here. Yeah, Jacob. Magnus, that's kind of a cool name. I want to see if they have any traits that might determine what we want to name them. Nope, just twins. All right, so yeah, Thomas and Magnus will be their names, our twin boys. And so now we have 3 sons. And that means the inheritance would be getting split, unfortunately. So kind of a negative overall, in a way, because of our inheritance laws. So we're chasing these guys down here. I don't know if we're going to want to continue chasing them. Remember, we don't have our really good knight here. So we'd have to raise him up, I think. Or maybe we do have him. Nope, that's the Chancellor. He just has a very high prowess, much higher than I thought. So yeah, we do need to get... Oh, we don't want to fight those guys. They are in the retreat, though, so I don't think we would fight them. I think they're going to go further. So let's go ahead and try and chase these guys down if we can without our army being destroyed. Looks like they have brought one knight here. So far this war is going in our favor. We're at 79%. What do we get if we're able to enforce our demands? We're going to get 126 gold, and then we'll get the prestige and fame. That's pretty much it. So, you know, we're not getting much from this conflict overall. Of course, we did get all the gold from the ransoming. So, I mean, there are a lot of positives here, guys. Getting quite a few positives. All right, so they're all going to coalesce here. I'm going to see if we can't get there first and see what happens here. Again, if we were to fight these on our own, I don't know that we would win, but we do have our allies coming. We do want to get the mountain bonuses if we're to fight here as well. Twist of fate. As I make all the preparations necessary for Count Manuel's departure from this world, I am interrupted by a page. The knave went and died without any help from me. So Count Manuel died from his wounds, and I didn't even know he was in a battle, or I don't know how he got those wounds, but he is dead. He never had any children, which means that one of our children should have inherited that. So we'll take a look at that in a second and see exactly what ended up happening here. So yeah, he did end up, our main son inherited that title. So now he has 2 counties, which of course we will get. And does he inherit? It looks like he is set to inherit. Okay, so it looks like he is set to inherit 2 titles right now. Both of these counties. Yet, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, okay, I see. He's set to inherit his brother's lands. Our other son here. So, as of right now, all of the titles are set to go to us, which is interesting. Okay, well, we'll take it. Yeah, very nice. We could end up having all 4 of the counties here when we become our son. Now, we're still quite young ourselves. We're only 27 years old, so it's not going to be happening anytime soon. We're at 81% here now. So, yeah, they're just sitting here. Let's go into our own territory here. We did get another knight that has arrived. He's not very good, so we're not going to hire him. He is better than some of the other ones we have, but you know, we don't have a ton of money, so we need to make sure we're using it wisely. All right, so if they attacked us here, that could be the end battle. Probably not, though. I don't think it'd be quite enough. I think we're going to have to attack them somewhere here. A faction was created against our liege. So yeah, if they move here, then we're going to want to go there and fight them. Now, we have to have the assistance from our allies or else we would not win. And looks like our counselor just died, and he was also leading this army. So we'll have to pick a new one here. And we don't really have a lot of choices. Let me take a look at what we've got for marshals. I don't think we have anybody, honestly. We've got our guest here, which we could recruit to court. And I suppose he'd be all right. Yeah, we might have to recruit him. Might not have any other choice here, just because there's no good marshals at all. How much would it cost to recruit him? It's only 15 gold. So yeah, we'll go and recruit him and then assign him to the marshal slot. So he just arrived in our court and is already our marshal. He's not a good knight, unfortunately. So we will have to still look at that third knight when he arrives. So they did decide to retreat. Let's go and get a general here. It looks like our character would be just as good as a leader as he would. We could always lead the army ourselves. What would be interesting about that is, you know, because we're an arrogant person, we probably would want to lead our own army. We'd think we were, you know, the best choice for a leader. So yeah, it might make some sense to do that. All right, so I'm not spending the money because I'm waiting to see if they. It looks like we are getting a ticking war score as well from having control of this province. So that's one way to win. I think what they're going to do is go all the way around here and attack in that province. So we might start moving over that way. We will need to get the assistance from our allies in order to win that, of course. So let's go and start moving over there. And hopefully they will follow us that way. We got 630 men right now. We'd be, you know, outnumbered 2-1, so we wouldn't win that without the assistance of our allies. But what I'm really hoping is that we can engage them while they're still with the 30-day penalty there. Now, it looks like we're being blocked. So we have to go around this way and then up here and through here. Yeah, you'd have to go that way. That's unfortunate. Just get around this guy. And we're not aggressive with him, so we should be okay this way. But that one is a hostile army, and we want to avoid them. All right, so they already attacked here. They have a total of 7 months. We're definitely not going to get there, especially with us having to go around this way. Definitely not going to get there before. And I really hope that our allies don't attack that army there. They might. They might just run, though. In which case, we don't have to go around. See if there's... Yeah, there's nothing. We don't even really need to engage in this battle, honestly, because the ticking war score should be enough. All right, so let's go this way now. We got 1,000 men following us. Our son does have a lot more troops now since he took over his uncle's territory. And here's the last knight that we can hire, and he's not great. Yeah, he's not great, guys. But let's take a look and see if we want to hire him or not. How bad is our lowest level knight that we have currently fighting for us? All right, so we have 26, 22, 21, and then these are guessed. Yeah, these are the 2 that we have here that we could hire. The 2 that arrived answered our summons. And so I think what's going on here, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the marshal's pretty critical, so just hiring one more probably would be a good idea. So yeah, let's go and do that. Let's go and hire this guy. He'd only be 20 gold too, that's not bad. So we're going to hire him, and we'll have slightly better knight. Now, of course, that is not actually what's happening here, because we still have the same knights. So what I think we're going to end up doing is raising the army back up right here. We'll get over there, disband them, and then raise them back up, because I don't think any of them have the penalty. No. And our wife is pregnant again. Ooh, we're going to have a ton of boys, guys, I already know. But yeah, if we want the better knights in there to make sure we do the most casualties, then what we're going to do... we can't disband while they're right there next to us. Alright, that's unfortunate. So we'll just have to fight with what we have here. We're still waiting for this guy. There's no reason why we'll be able to get there, so let's attack. This will be, you know, obviously we'll outnumber them. Yeah, this will be a win here. And won't be quite enough, I think, to finish the war. But should be pretty close. Pretty close to winning here. Basically, there's nothing else they can do at this point to stop us from winning, though we did get wounded because we just started leading our own troops here. So we got ourselves wounded in that battle. That's okay. Hopefully he's not a serious injury. Looks like we are going to win that, by the way. And very close casualty numbers here. Let's go and take a look and see what exactly happened. I want to see who wounded us. You know, with us having a high value for vengeance, maybe it's something we might want to do if we ever get our hands on that character. So just seeing who did the most casualties against the enemy here. It looks like our Chancellor's still here at the top. The events. So a lot of wounding here. And the main thing we are looking for is who wounded us. We're wounded by this count. So we're going to just look at him. I'm not entirely sure where he's at. Yeah, he's there, but where's his title? Okay, so he's under that one Duchess. Unless we capture him, you know, obviously won't be able to get our revenge on him unless we just try to do an assassination mission on him. Which, as of right now, we don't have an assassination mission going, so I suppose we could go after revenge here, since that's the type of guy we are. Yeah, let's try and get revenge on this guy. We're going to try and murder him. Very, very low chance. A big part of that, of course, is because we are at war right now. What might make more sense to do is to instead just pin him up there, and then we'll do this after the war is over. We're at 99%, now we're at 100, so the conflict is done. We're going to get a nice little paycheck here. And we got some more prestige and fame and stuff. Alright, excellent. So let's go and disband our army. No longer needed. We got a good win here, got ourselves a peace treaty. I expected he would attack me, considering the fact that, you know, he was stronger than us, and he wants that title back. So we should be safe from him for a while, until 1102. He won't be able to attack us until then. Gives us time to build back up in preparation, because I wouldn't be surprised if he attacks us again. There's really nobody else for him to attack except for this guy here, which is about similar strength, so of course he's going to pick on the smaller guy, as you'd expect. So we should now be able to do the assassination mission here. 18% chance, not great. We'll try it out anyway, though. We're going to go ahead and unpin him as well. Oops. Nope, didn't want to do it that way. We'll just do it through here. Alright, so we've got all them unpinned, and now we're going to attempt to murder him. Let's take a look, see if there's any agents that might want to help us out here. So this guy here has got some good bonuses, so let's pay him 75 gold to kill him. So we're spending all that money we just earned just to kill the guy who injured us. But you know what? We're not a vengeful character. I'm an idiot. That was our last character that was vengeful. I completely forgot that we're not a vengeful character. But you know what? We're gonna play it that way anyway because I already went through this. But my bad, guys. I did forget that was our previous character that was vengeful. So my bad. But I feel like as an arrogant guy, our reputation was injured when we got wounded here. So yeah, as an arrogant character, we feel like we have to get vengeance on him. That's the way we'll reason this mistake I made. So yeah, we'll still try and kill him. We're at 60% chance right now. Doesn't look like... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, did he just die? Did he die from his wounds? Oh, he died from botched treatment. Alright, so never mind. It doesn't matter. Sucks we just spent that money on that agent. We should really get our money back, honestly. We can go ahead and get more money, though, by ransoming these two prisoners here. Let's go and ransom them both off. Get a little bit of gold there. That'll be helpful. We can now start building in our capital. So let's go ahead and do that. We could improve the Hunter's Lodge. It gives us another advantage here, some more levies and more money, so all around it's a pretty good building for us to construct. And I guess that's what we'll do. Let's go and upgrade that. There's some buildings I probably would have rather have gotten over the Hunter's Lodge, but it's fine. That's what's there. Another advantage of this province is that it has the duchy building here. Now, of course, we don't hold that duchy title yet, so we'll have to, take that from our southern neighbor here. But once we did take it from him, we'd be able to construct a nice duchy building there. And who's the powerful vassal that expects a position? This mayor here who sucks at everything, so he's not going to get a position. And it looks like another faction was created against the emperor. Do we want to be helping out any of these factions? Again, we're not an ambitious character. I don't see why we'd care about placing this guy on the throne. He's also the same dynasty, born in the purple. See if there's any other dynasties we'd be interested in joining up. There's the Liberty faction, reducing the crown authority of our emperor. So could do that, but it's a very weak faction with just this duchess here. So yeah, not really interested in joining that. Maybe if we get stronger, we'll look at joining it at some point. Another faction was created. That one's a populous one. Alright, so just need a little bit of time, rebuild up our levies, because I do expect him to continue to attack us. As long as we hold this title, and as long as we're weaker than him, he's going to attack us every opportunity he gets. We were able to heal from our wound, which is fantastic, no issues with that. And we had a daughter this time. Okay, and we're going to name her Constance. May you grow to be strong and wise. Alright. So again, just have this on speed 4, go through these events here. Cradled by sickness. Oh no. Our new daughter, unfortunately, is sickly. She's the only one that gained her mother's quick trait as well. We have not had good odds on getting these intelligence traits to go to our sons. Seems like they only ever go to our daughters. And of course, Count Michael here got the exact opposite of that. We can now see what education he decided to go down. He's going down the intrigue. Yeah, so he's going down the intrigue right now. So he'll have an intrigue education. That'll be interesting, playing as a stupid character that likes to scheme. So it's unfortunate our Constance is sickly. Hopefully she'll live through childhood. We'll just have to wait and see, guys. Could put this on to speed 5, since we won't be doing anything for a little while. Also, we were able to sway the bishop. We'll keep on doing that since it's only at plus 26. But again, that's more monies, more levies. It does help us out. We did get that stewardship perk, so we'll select that here in a minute. We have another scandalous priest here. So let's just go with condemning him, as we did the last time that popped up. So the choices here, I don't know that we have any dread. We don't have any dread, so that wouldn't help us. Yeah, none of these would help us very much. So I think what we'll go for is the professional workforce. Yeah, let's go for that one, guys. Remember, we're just kind of bouncing back and forth between these two here. whichever one benefits us the most. So we can give him a compliment. We can compliment him for his youthful vigor. I mean, he is lustful. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll see if that works out or not. And it was a great source of joy for him. So he increased his opinion by 10. So that plus 36 now. And time's flying, of course, here. And looks like the neighbor's war was resolved. That is, the Duchess there. Did she win? Yeah, it looks like she won against our previous liege here. I don't know what it was over. It looks like it was over Athens. But yet, he still has control over it. That's strange. How did he retain control of it if she ended up winning? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Let's see what this one is about. Nice, so we got that bonus again. And more factions being created against the Emperor, of course. Let's see what this is about. Just more wars we can declare on our neighbors. Pretty much everybody. Yeah, all of our neighbors we could declare war on with the exception of her, as we do have claims in all this territory here. But again, I think we're going to wait a little bit before we go declaring war as a content character. We will want to... let's pause that for a second. We did finish up the Hound Pens. Let's slow this down. Who is at war with who here? So this is our ally. And we'd be the defender on this. So is this a rebellion? That's what it looks like. No? Yeah, maybe. Is that all his rebels rebelling against him? Sure seems like it. Yeah, I think he's going to lose this rebellion. And, I don't really think we'll support rebellions, honestly, guys. I'm not really big on supporting the... we'd lose 750 fame, though. That's massive. Yeah, that's quite a bit of fame. That took us down significantly. It would actually put us down a level. We'd be in the negative here. Because it's a defensive war. He is getting some assistance from his other ally, but I think we're still going to be greatly outnumbered in this conflict, guys. Getting involved in this big old rebellion. I hate how they can call you in for rebellions. They really shouldn't be able to. With our assistance, we would outnumber them, though, so there is that. Yeah, I guess we're going to have to assist him, guys. That's a lot of fame. We don't necessarily have to help him. But if we don't, then they could come over here and start attacking us and conquering our lands. Alright, so it looks like we're going to get involved in this, guys. It's kind of unfortunate. Again, I really feel like you shouldn't be able to call in allies against rebellions. I think that's kind of silly. I don't think that should be allowed. Anyways, let's go ahead and get our troops raised up. We're going to raise them. Let's see where we want to go here. So there's a battle there. Closest place we could raise is here. Who all are we at war with? We're at war with him. I assume they're going to land here. So let's go and raise them up here then. It does suck we got to raise these up, since that's going to cost a chunk of money here. We'll have our better knights out there this time, though. Alright, so they're all raised up. Let's see if we want to get involved anywhere. I'm not really seeing any enemy armies outside of that 531 there. Could attempt to siege down that territory, but once he wins, he might attempt to do that anyways. Yeah, we'll just have to see where they go. We'll just stand right here and wait. It does suck that we're paying money this entire time for this. And it looks like he won his conflict here. And that was... okay, so that was just against his liege. Or it was against him, I'm not entirely sure. So he actually won that battle, the enemy did. So that's not good. Well, we'll have to see what he does next. But let's go to move our army here now. Maybe we should have moved them here already. I don't know. Because if we had, we would have been able to take advantage of him having that penalty from being recently embarked. They are attacking in the plains, so we won't get a bonus there. This is his capital province, though, so we don't want him to lose it. We would have similar numbers here, but I don't know that we can win it, guys. I'm not entirely sure. We'll take a look once we land here. He has even more troops now. It's a probable win. Alright, how long until... what we'll want to do is let's just go here, and then we'll wait until our allies come land here and assist us. And looks like they're going to attack us in the hills. That's interesting that they decided to do that. We're also defending a river crossing. Chances are even that we would win. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll just let it go. I'm surprised that the chances are even, considering. Let's just take a look. Do we want to put ourselves in charge here? That would give us an advantage bonus. I think that would be the better way to do it. Let's do that. And with this, we would probably lose. That's interesting. That made that big of an impact. I don't think that's entirely right, because yeah, we should have a better advantage bonus than we did have, because we got the +5, and yeah, I don't think that's right, guys. Yeah, I think we're gonna win this, or excuse me, not win it. I don't know that we're gonna win it. We could very well lose this, but I mean, I think that's changing out that general is a better. We could get captured as well, so that's one thing to consider. Here's the leader. All right, we'll just have to wait and see what happens, guys. Good chance of losing this, though. We'll see, though. It just kind of sucks that we're having to do this for nothing. We get no gain from this besides some fame. And our ally's not even getting stronger, because it's not like he's conquering territory. Our spymaster Gabriel was wounded. The injury runs deep. I fear that his body is not strong enough to fight this on its own. I feel death lingering by his bedside. That's unfortunate. Looks like we're going to lose Gabriel. All right, yeah, that's a real negative. An unexpected visit. Yet again, the mayor is late for a council meeting. This time, I will not let it pass. He's our steward. When I arrive at his chambers, I do not give him the courtesy of knocking. He is seated in the desk, writing furiously. As I clear my throat, he jumps out of his skin. He quickly stuffs a roll of parchment into his pocket and turns toward me with an uneasy look upon his face. Clearly, he's up to no good. What are you hiding? Show me at once. That's what we can say here. He'll lose 15 opinion of us. Because I return later and search his chambers in secret. There's an intrigue challenge that we would lose. 100% chance of losing here. Or we can respect his privacy. Get that opinion there. I think we're just the type that would just demand. Yeah, I think we just demand him to show it to us. Definitely not going to respect his privacy, though. So yeah, we're going to say that and see what he says. Did he really think I would not see that? Give it to me at once. With a shivering hand, he offers me the crumpled parchment. Well, 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 how delightfully wicked. According to this blackmail letter, he is a non-believer. Alright, so we could blackmail him, I suppose, if we wanted to. And that's what we're going to do. Blackmail the mayor. An 80% chance of success here. Alright. Remember, we're still doing this damn battle here. Again, we have, very good advantage here. As far as, like, what we would do with that hook, there's really nothing. There's really nothing to do with it outside of just demanding payment, guys. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, it's not even a strong hook. So yeah, we'll just demand payment. We'll give us that 50 gold. It looks like we did lose this battle, by the way. Alright, that's unfortunate. I don't know if more troops came, but we did lose it. We didn't get captured, so that's good. So yeah, that's a real shame. Because, I mean, we're over here losing men, and our knight got injured, a key knight who's our spy master, and this isn't an important conflict, and then to lose it, yeah, that's unfortunate, guys. So I think they captured Gabriel. Yeah, they captured Gabriel. He was injured anyways, though. But let's go ahead and get a new spy master. I don't expect to see Gabriel return, frankly. Looks like our steward, I don't know why we picked him as steward. I don't know if he got worse at it or something, or what the deal is. I don't know why he's our steward. Yeah, he sucks, and he'd make a much better spy master. So we'll move him over to spy master, and then let's see if we don't have a decent steward here. Looks like one of our knights is not too bad. So yeah, we could go and assign him. Yeah, we'll assign him to that position. Alright, I don't know if there's anybody who could better do this position. Looks like this guy would be alright, but he's already our marshal, so yeah, there's nobody else to better do these positions. Is there anything we want to change them up on their jobs here? Doing the foreign affairs, we're going to keep him doing that. Keep him, working on development there. And probably continue organizing the levies here. Yeah, I think that's probably for the best. We're not doing any schemes right now, so there's no reason not to just disrupt schemes. Instead, actually, I forgot, with that perk we have, finding secrets would be quite profitable. So we should go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and find some secrets. I'm trying to figure out where we want to do this. Maybe find a secret on our previous liege here. That'd be an option. We could also try and find a secret on him. Yeah, let's do that. See what secrets he has, since he's the one that keeps on attacking us. there anything here we need to be aware of? No. So with that loss, that was a plus 5% for them. Overall, the troop numbers are similar. They, in fact, lost more than us. See how our knights did. I'm also interested to see who wounded Gabriel. Looks like it was this mayor here. Okay. Alright, so let's just, I guess we'll just hide out somewhere for the rest of this conflict. He's probably going to win it. I don't think I'm going to help anymore. Unless we could help with those 700 troops. He's going after his capital right now, so they're both going after each other's capital. Who wins first? Looks like he would win. Okay. Again, I'm just not all that concerned with this conflict. I hate that we even have to be involved in it, honestly. Let's just go back to our own lands here, so we can start getting our numbers back up. But yeah, real shame we lost that battle. Would have been nice if we could have helped out in that way. So when he takes this, and then he takes this, we could then come in and try and retake his capital here. And our liege lost his war, and a lot of stuff happened from that. I'm not entirely sure what. Okay, so it looks like the duke who we were allied with did die. I don't know if we're still allied with him. Yeah, we are. So this is our brother-in-law, or will be, once he marries our sister. And that'll be quite a ways away, because he's only 6 years old. Our sister's 21. Okay, so she's going to be quite old by the time they actually get married. I didn't realize that they were so far apart in age when we did that. So we still have an alliance there, even though our ally did die. Okay. So again, could attack him here. I don't think it's worth it. Might as well just wait till, at the very least, until our troop numbers get higher here before we do any attacks. One thing I would like to do, we'll have to sway him again, is go ahead and increase our troop numbers. We're just having a lot of trouble here because of the lack of men-at-arms, guys. I feel like we really need to do something about that. Also, we have consistently found our pikemen being countered due to the heavy infantry that everybody seems to have. So it might be worth it to get like light footmen for countering the heavy infantry. Yeah, it might be worth doing. Other options that we could do is go in and get those light horsemen. That would be helpful as well. We fight a lot in the hills and mountains, so they're not great at doing that. But of course, they do have the nice pursuit and screening, so that helps as well. Helps keep men alive. So that would not be a bad choice. We can get only one more man-at-arms, so we have to choose one. And so I think we're gonna do the light horsemen, guys. Yeah, but we could also just increase the numbers here. I'm very surprised that those archers have been so useless. We just haven't seen many skirmishers. And in that case, if we keep seeing that, I might end up getting rid of the archers. But yeah, let's go and get the light horsemen. We know we want to get those. They're always useful to have. So we'll get those. If we can just get the button to click on. That'll give us another 100 men. That'd be helpful. And there's a jihad. House of Islam's under grave threat from onslaught of heathens and infidels in its very heartlands. Alright, so they now have access to jihads, which again could very much affect us. We have the Persian Empire, which they have changed their name here. So we have the Persian Empire right on our borders. They are quite powerful, far more powerful than the Emperor himself. And you see we've already lost territory to the Muslims, so I was complimenting the way the AI emperors have been doing since they have been expanding our territory, but they are in fact now losing territory. Paying for war. Wars are expensive, and with my treasury rapidly emptying, I need to think about how I will pay to keep my soldiers on the field of battle. So we can say raise additional taxes from the peasants. That would give us the collecting war taxes for 3 years, and it would decrease popular opinion development growth while increasing holding taxes. Say cut non-essential military expenditures, get 100 stewardship lifestyle points. It's a martial challenge, so we'd probably do pretty cruddy in it. But either way, you get a bonus to the negative 20% in army gold maintenance, or the undersupplied armies. Oh, so that's a negative in a way. Yeah, that's a negative, and a very good chance that we'd get that. Or you say things will work out in the end. They always do. Well, let's see what we end up doing here. As a content character, I'd say this kind of sounds like something a content character would say. And both of these are fairly negative, so we'll just go with this one. I'm not too worried about the money situation, guys. It's negative 0.3 per month. That's really not that bad. Looks like they have won the war, by the way, by taking that capital, so it should end up ending here. Well, we're not able to uncover any secrets. I guess we can keep them there. Try one more time. Sometimes you just get unlucky. So I think we'll have him try one more time there and see if he is able to succeed. So the war will be over. It's not going to affect us much. Again, just kind of sucks we got pulled into it in the first place and had to get involved in it. Let's go and disband our armies. Got to get our treasury back up. Again, I would like to do a war eventually, because again, even as a content character, I do think he would still do some wars occasionally. And oh no, no! Our son and heir Michael has fallen ill with bubonic plague. I fear this is his end. Only a miracle can save him. Oh, that's devastating, guys. That's really unfortunate. I think it would have been really fun to play as this character. You see already he's callous. Again, he's doing that intrigue education, and he's stupid. This would have been a really fun character to play as. And then most importantly, he was at the point where he was going to inherit all these titles here. So that would have been really, really nice. Now all that's going to get split between all of our sons here. So if he dies, then his younger brother Thomas takes over. Thomas is a thinker. He's pensive. That's one of the twins. All right, and I said 3 brothers. I meant his 2 brothers. They'd be splitting all these titles. So yeah, overall, not great. That's quite sad. All right, that's a real shame. There's our son Michael is gonna die. All right, so it always goes that way. We got a character I'm kind of excited to play as. I think we should probably demand payment from Michael since he's not going to. Yeah, let's do that. So we can get as much money as he can rather than his brothers getting that money. That would be helpful. Because yeah, I don't think he's gonna live much longer. He says he's feeling fine. Oh wait a minute, hold up. He's healed already? Oh, he recovered. All right, wonderful news. That's all was needed. We just had to put a little bit of pressure on his neck. Take his money from him. That's all he needed to get better. All right, so yeah, that ended up working out. So we might still get to play as him. Now, given we are still a very young character, guys, so there's definitely the chance that he dies before us. There's so many different ways he could die. Another war has broken out. This is the former emperor. So that dynasty is just constant civil wars in the empire right now. There might not be an empire for us to inherit eventually, because they're just destroying it right now. And looks like we might have found a secret here. While performing his duties as my spy master, the mayor has uncovered a secret held by the duke. He has secretly taken Veslava as a noblewoman as a lover. So we have learned of a secret. Fantastic news. So with that, we're going to blackmail him. 72% chance that he would agree. We have gained that hook on him. Excellent. It is just a weak hook. So I think we'll just demand payment from him. The 50 gold. Yeah. And we're taking gold from an enemy and putting it in our own coffers. So it's helpful. If it was a strong hook, it would have stopped him from declaring war on us. So that's kind of what I was hoping for, but we'll take the money, guys. Let's go ahead and move him somewhere else. Let's see, maybe this province here. Go after his secrets. See if that'll work out. All right, so we're at 138 gold. Do we have enough to build anything here? Let's just take a look. I think we need, 142. So we're not quite there. We're gonna need to wait a couple months. Yeah, 2 months to get that. So yeah, we'll go ahead and, I really want to go on a hunt as well, but we don't really have any money for all that. That's 33 gold, and I really want to build here, so let's do that first, guys. I think that should be our priority here. We need something that gives us levies. Remember, we were building something for levies here. I think we never got that done now because I ended up doing this instead. So we really need to get something that gets us levies, guys. Some more levies would be incredibly helpful. Let's go ahead and do the barracks. Get that constructed here. All right, fantastic. We got a stewardship perk as well. So we can get more development growth in the capital, which would be really nice to have. And I think that's what we're going to get, guys. Yeah, I think that's the best option for us at the moment. So let's get centralization and increase our overall growth of the development here. We're at 14 right now. It was at 13, so we already increased it 1. Our steward is continuing to work there. And we actually have a much better steward than we had before. You know, with the 13, I don't know why I had such a cruddy steward there. I don't know if that was the only option we had, that previous steward where he's only like level 7. Lively livestock. As additional payment in a recent trade, I found myself in possession of a large herd of cattle. I've been assured that the animals are of the highest quality, but the question of what should be done with them remains. So, they say that our capital will prosper from the herd. That'll give us for 15 years this modifier here, plus 10% development growth, always helpful. We say it's a beautiful herd, but could be larger, in which case we try and do the stewardship challenge, and if we are successful, it'd be double the growth, or else we end up just losing prestige and getting nothing from this. Or we say the hides will turn a nice profit, bring the cleaver, and they'll give us 50 gold. We're not really a short-sighted person, and we're quite content. So with that in mind, I don't think we can say it's a beautiful herd, but could be larger with the content, guys. So I think we'll just have to do this one, and then we'll just get the plus 10%. So it's still helpful. 20% would have been nicer, obviously, and with that 77% chance, I think we had a good chance of succeeding there. All right, so we were successful in finding, is it the same? Yeah, it looks like it's the same event here, just a lover one, but it was not on the Duke there. It was on the Mayor. All right, well, let's go ahead and blackmail him. Though we could, of course, use him as an operative. I don't really know what any benefit of getting rid of this guy or operating against him would be. I can't really see any benefit of doing that. So, you know what, guys? Let's just go ahead and blackmail him and then use it for money if he has it. He does have it. He is a mayor. So, yeah, we'll just blackmail him. So, it still says the blackmail option here. There we go. Demand payment. So, let's go and get that 50 gold. All right. Very nice. So, this is one of the advantages of having this perk, is that you can continue to do the find secrets and make money off of it consistently. And growing strong. The weakness that has plagued my daughter since her birth has finally released its hold on her. Relief washes over me as I see Constance running around with all the other children. All right, fantastic. She's no longer sickly. All right. Yeah, that's great. Great news. All right, so as far as our sons, I do want to see if any of them are set to inherit our titles yet. Now, they're only inheriting their brother's titles. I'm not entirely sure why that is. I think that these two here, because he didn't inherit those, that's why he's going to get one county of ours. But what I don't understand is why he's getting this county instead of one of his brothers getting it. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it is kind of confusing to me. I'm not entirely sure why that is. So we've got him up to 59 on the opinion. That's high enough, I feel. Though, if we don't have anybody else to increase opinion with, I suppose we could do our wife. But yeah, since we don't have anybody else, we'll just do it one more time with him. I don't see any reason not to. So we're at 31, building that army up. And again, I think we will do one conflict here soon to try and get one of our claims. And it looks like the emperor did die. He died from being ill, so one of the first emperors to die in his bed in a little while. And we have a new emperor now. Okay. So this is, I think, with the secret. Somebody does have a bastard here. Is this the same mayor? Yeah, this is the same mayor. We just blackmailed him over the lover. And we actually also have the secret on her as well, so we can blackmail her too. So let's see here. Can we not blackmail him again? Yeah, it doesn't look like we can. Let me take a look at all of our secrets here, guys, and see what all options we have here. Who all we can blackmail. So of course we have her. Already blackmailed him, and then we have her as well. This is the Duke Michael's lover. So yeah, we can blackmail her for a hook. She'll accept that. And then we can blackmail her for a hook. And one of the keys here is that both of these are lovers. And thus they would really increase our chances of being able to kill or operate against either of these dukes here. So yeah, we could do that if there was a reason to operate against them, but there's really not. In fact, here you have this duchess here Yeah, that just brings her husband into this. So it would not be a good thing if he dies. So yeah, we don't want him to die. And then again with him, there's really no advantage to that. You know, if it at least split it up, but I don't even think it would. It actually would split these duchies up. So getting rid of him would in fact be advantageous, because he would lose the duchy. Yeah, these two sons, each one would get a duchy. I don't think that he's set to get any counties though, which is interesting. Yeah, both of the counties go to his other brother. So he'd be a duke without any titles. Alright, well, you know what? Let's still try and kill him. We don't have anything else to do. So yeah, let's go and murder him, or attempt to murder him. Not a good chance, obviously, but remember we do have that hook. And so we can force her to act as our agent. He would refuse. Did we not... let's blackmail this guy. And then we can force him to operate against his liege, though it's not really an option, despite... Yeah, he's just not willing to operate against him at all. I wonder why it's such a huge penalty there. Oh, he likes the duke. Okay, so that's the reason. Alright, so these ones can just be paid. 55 gold. I think we will wait. Let's see what secrets are uncovered, and maybe we can do this through secrets. I think that's a better way of doing this. Alright, so also we have payments we can demand, I think. Let me just make sure. Huh. Okay, so this Baroness is somebody different. So there's no reason not to blackmail her, because she's not even in his court. So that's the reason why she wasn't an option. She's not in his court. So in that case, might as well just get the money from her. And then, of course, with him... Oh, wait a minute. He just died. Yep, he just died here. Every time, this is interesting, like every time. This has been the third time in just this video, guys. Every time we attempt to kill somebody, they die on their own. That's happened 3 times. I feel like the gods are on our side, guys. Whoever we deem needs to die, they just kill him off. So with that in mind, unless we're going to operate against him, which there's really not any reason to do so, other than, you know, putting him on the throne, a child, and I guess there's that advantage. So yeah, we could do that. Yeah, because that would result, it doesn't split the counties up at all. But yeah, we could do that, trying to operate against him. But you know what? I think we're just going to take the money, guys. Let's just take the money. As he wasn't willing to work against his former duke. He might have been willing to work against him, though. It looks like this title has left our dynasty. I thought our son had that. They must have snatched it from him. Yep, they snatched that title from him. He's completely independent, though, and weak. And you know what? We feel like we own that title. That's rightfully ours. So I think this is exactly what we would do. We'd declare war for that title, guys. Now, does he have allies? Let me just double check here. He is allied to this duchess here. She's kind of far away. We probably get the win before that's even happens, guys. So yeah, it shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, I think we're going to go and declare war for something that will actually benefit us for once. Because again, I feel like this title is rightfully ours. They took it from our son. Now, even a content character would feel like his son has been, you know, cheated here. So yeah, let's go and do this, guys. Let's go and declare war over this. And we do have similar numbers. They say inferior, but that's barely. I think that's counting our allies, though. And why can we not declare war? And it's being checked as we can't do it. Alright guys, I figured out the problem here is that the crown authority is too high. Oh, that's such a shame, man. We finally got something we can do here, and then we can't do it because the emperor just has too much goddamn crown authority. So we cannot allow that, because that's a count we're never going to expand as long as the crown authority is too high. So in this case, we would want to join a faction against our liege to reduce the crown authority. This is, of course, the Liberty faction. Right now, they're already at war here against them. Okay. So in that case, we just have to wait until they win, if they win. And let's just take a look and see which one that is. I think that's this one here, the Liberty War. So he is facing a very large rebellion here. It does look like he outnumbers, I should say the faction outnumbers him, so they should end up winning, so we just have to wait for them to finish that. We'll just keep our eye on that. 5% here, and we want them to win that though, so as soon as that's over, then we'll be able to declare war, and that's of course if he doesn't end up becoming the liege of somebody else. Or, excuse me, if he doesn't get a new liege. Yeah, it's unfortunate we have to wait. Is what it is though. So what is this about? Looks like somebody got a claim on us. Okay. And just to see who this is here, it's the Count right there. So if he attacks us, then we'll just take it. I feel like we'd be able to win against that Count, so I'm not too worried about it. Not that he could attack us anyway, because of course nobody can attack anybody until this war is finished up. So I guess we're safe in that matter. We don't have to worry about anybody attacking us for now. Not that I was incredibly concerned about it. Anyways, I guess this guy would have been a threat. He has, well, it's a baby now, but the old ruler here would have been a threat, I suppose. This guy is pretty weak, so not worried about him. All of our neighbors we're pretty safe against at the moment, so it's really not helping us much. This Liberty War, this Liberty War will help us. But the fact that the Crown authorities stop anybody from declaring war is not helping us. So we got our wife pregnant again. Excellent. All their kids look exactly the same here. So almost old enough for us to do something there with his education. So we'll see if we have another girl or have another boy. We don't have to worry about having more boys at this point because there's not enough titles to go around as it is. So it's not like it's gonna, mess up the inheritance or anything like that. So we did get the wooden barracks completed. Excellent. Let's go and get something else building here or improving. We could always just improve one of these two, which is perhaps the better thing to do. We could go and get more money here. Also higher development growth, 10% development growth. Or we could instead get more levies, which I think is what we're going to do, guys. It also improves our spearmen. So I think we should do that because we need to. And we actually have the money to upgrade those. But yeah, we need more levies. We need more men. So this will put us up to, we're at 1,200 here, so that'll put us even higher. Oh no. Alright, so a couple of bad things happened. First of all, the mayor died. That was one of our counselors. And then prematurely, the child was not meant to be. My wife, Countess Apollonia, assures me that is the way of life, but her hand lingers on her belly. She's no longer pregnant. She's 36, so yeah. We'll just have to wait and see what happens, see if another pregnancy is, in the cards or not. We do need to get another spy master, which we don't have anybody very good, unfortunately, but we'll go ahead and put the powerful vassal here. And we're not doing secrets anymore. My bad, guys. I thought we were. I thought we were still doing them there, but apparently not. Let's see who is there. Yeah, let's go ahead and try and see if we can't find a secret on the new Duke there. I think that'd be beneficial. And so yeah, we're just waiting for this Liberty War to finish up. They're now losing. Oh no, somebody got caught, I bet. Damn it. So that flipped. So that's terrible. Damn. Yeah, that's a bummer, guys. Something happened here. The heir was captured. Yep. They probably captured the main character's capital, and then that gave a big boost for the occupied counties, and then they captured the heir. So I think that's what ended up happening, but as far as troop numbers, they should still be in their favor, so they might still be able to win this, but yeah, -63, that's a big penalty there. And we're also getting a penalty here for mismanaged opinion in our home county. So yeah, that's a bummer. So could end up seeing a faction created out of that, but apparently not. No populist at this moment. It is in our capital. I don't know if you have populist rebellions in your capital. I think you do. Could be wrong though. As far as the development goes, which we've been working on, we're still at 14, but moving towards getting them up to 15, which wouldn't be bad here. And earning quite a bit more money here in the capital than we are over in that province. And our children, it looks like our twins are ready. We were not successful on trying to sway him. So let's go ahead and take a look at the twins and see what education we want to set them up for. So Thomas is pensive, while his twin brother Magnus, and I love that they both have that kind of similar ending to their names. Thomas, Magnus, kind of similar there. I think it fits well for twins. So Magnus is rowdy. All right, so what we're going to do with Magnus is we're going to change him to Marshal. I think he would already make a pretty good Marshal. Look at a base Marshal of 5 and a base Prowess of 4. That's not bad, guys. I think he's just suited for this. So yeah, he could be a fantastic knight, perhaps. So Magnus will do the marshal. Thomas, I think we will have Thomas continue doing the learning education. I think that's fitting for him. And his learning's pretty high too. It's a base of 3. The other option for a pensive character would be to have him do the stewardship. So let's just leave him on learning, guys. I think it's a good fit for Thomas. It's a good saintly name too. All right, so yeah, just kind of letting it fly. I do expect them to turn that Liberty War around, hopefully anyways. Yeah, that's a real shame. Oh, well, wait a minute. Oh, my bad. I was looking at that wrong. I forgot that we are, in fact, on our liege's side, of course. So this is a good thing. So they captured our liege's capital. So before, when that was in the positive, our liege was actually winning. My bad, guys. I was just looking at this wrong. We did get opinion boost from our wife here. So this is a good thing. So we want this to go to negative 100. Okay, my bad, guys. I was reading that completely wrong. So this is going good. Fantastic. So they took control of our liege's capital. As you can see here, they took Constantinople, and they captured his heir. All right, so that is very good. So that does look like we will win. Okay, I see. I was just looking at that completely wrong. That was my bad, guys. So we were not able to find anything there. Let's just go ahead and cancel it and do it somewhere else, guys. Yeah, we'll find a secret somewhere else. We could do it against this guy here, I suppose. Yeah, let's do it against him. See if we can't find some secrets of his. And we got a stewardship perk available as well. Let's see what we want to get here. So we can start going down this route, or we can go and fill out some more of these here. Let's do, I mean, again, we don't have any stress or any dread, so neither one of those are beneficial at the moment. This is a nice 10% and 15% bonuses here. So you could go down here, and that would be helpful. Or we could just go down this one here. I think that's what we're going to do, guys. Let's go ahead and start going down this one. We'll get the tax man. I know that doesn't help us because we're not collecting taxes right now. Or not doing that decision. Rejected from the marriage bed. This character's marriage will produce no offspring. He's been rejected from the marriage bed from the Duchess here. Wow. Alright. I got the scan of this priest again. Okay, well, it's letting us get some Hyatt up. We're still center, but we're almost into the next level. And that'll be helpful. Oh, we have a very low chance of succeeding here. I didn't realize how low that was. Let's just go and abandon that then. Yeah, if it's not going to work. And we can attempt to sway somebody else. So, could attempt to sway... Oh, wait a minute. What happened here? So she's not our ally anymore. Something happened here. So, let's break off this betrothal, right? I mean, there's no reason to do that. Now, I don't know if I can break it off. She's not in our court, so yeah, we can't break that off. Yeah, I don't know what happened here. It looks like he probably lost a rebellion, and then the title went to his sister, the Duchess, instead. She would be a fantastic marriage. We should do that, guys. We should arrange a marriage now. You're not going to get a good chance like this, man. So, who do we want to arrange the marriage for? I would really like to arrange the marriage for our eldest son, but unfortunately, that's probably not going to be possible because he's not our he's not our vassal. So I don't think we can arrange a marriage for him at all, guys. Which is a real shame. We could have made a marriage for somebody in our court, of course. That would be an option, but yeah, just not able to arrange a marriage between these two here. So that's a real bummer. I really wish I could force that. So instead, we're gonna have to do a different marriage for one of our other sons. So let's do Magnus, guys. Yeah, we'll do Magnus, and then they'll get married. She will not accept it. It'd have to be a matrilineal marriage. All right. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted to do, guys. Yeah, because then he leaves our court. Yeah, and then we're not even spreading the dynasty at all. So we won't do Magnus, because again, I want Magnus to be a really good knight or a really good warrior if we can. We'll do Thomas instead. We'll see if this will work, and we'll do the matrilineal marriage, by the way, guys. Now, this could end up going bad, of course. There's a lot of things that could happen here. So yeah, we'll do the matrilineal marriage. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's not do any of that. Let's move this and see if we can't find a secret on her and see if we can't force her, because it's not that big of a deal, or excuse me, that big of a penalty here to try and force a non-matrilineal marriage. It's only negative 52. So if we had, yeah, I think we could have forced this, guys. Now, opinion, we might be able to do it through opinion as well. So let's do that, too. Let's go ahead and attempt to improve opinion with her. Well, we can't do that because she's a child. Never mind. So we won't be able to improve opinion with her. We'll just have to try and find a secret and see if we can't force her to agree. Okay, so my vassal, the mayor, has arrived outside my castle with a grand procession of well-dressed diplomats, the heterorari, and exotic entertainers. The fellowship resembles a parade, led by the mayor himself. In a booming voice, he announces that he's here to pay homage and that he comes bearing gifts of gold. Such generosity is hard to find in a subject. His loyalty is truly something to treasure. He's generous. Maybe that's why. Maybe he's just a generous person rather than necessarily a loyal person. So we say, please enter, deposit the gold on your left. He'll pay us the gold. We'll get the opinion boost here, and we'll get some prestige. We say, why, surely you have more gold to give, which we wouldn't do this because we're content. Or we say, keep the gold, your friendship is enough. I don't think we would do that. Yeah, we're arrogant, so can't do that. So instead, let's just say this one here, and get that nice 50 gold. That'd be helpful. All right, excellent. So yeah, trying to find a secret on her, and hopefully we're able to get a hook on her and force that marriage. That'd be very beneficial. We got to do it before she gets betrothed, which could happen in any minute. It's really racing against time now. Oh no, not Thomas. Thomas has typhus. He looks terrible now. Good God. Oh, I'm gonna feel devastated for Magnus if he loses his twin brother. That'd be terrible. So we need to send for a physician now, like right now. So we have two choices here, and they are both quite cruddy. All right, awesome. So let me see if there's anybody in our court who would make a better physician. Our chancellor is decent. Yeah, there's really no options that are better than these two here. I mean, this guy's pretty cruddy. They're both pretty cruddy. But remember, they're going to want quite a bit, more money here. So we're just going to go with the cheaper option. And he will be our court physician, and hopefully he does okay. My ailing son, it is time to decide how to treat Thomas's typhus. While I'm fairly certain a simple tincture would suffice, the choice is yours, my lord. So you can be cautious, do no more than what is necessary. We can say the drastic measures, which a content person would be willing to do. There will be no treatment, or I trust the physician's judgment. I don't trust his judgment. We gave him 20 gold. He's the cheapest. He's the cheapest guy we could find. Probably doesn't have great judgment. Let's do the be cautious. And besides, it seems like it doesn't. He's saying it doesn't need much anyway. So he gained the reduced disease symptoms for 1 year. So he might actually live through this. We can hope, because he looks terrible, man. He's not looking good. We'll just have to see what happens here. Looks like Thomas is being treated as the oldest of the twins, so he came out the womb first. And we got ill. Oh no. Alright, counter peasant, high or low, it doesn't matter. In the end, we are all mortals. I was reminded of this as I woke coughing in the early morning hours, a dull ache pounding through my head and throat. You seem to be under the weather, my lord. I know a fair number of suitable remedies. So we say, do no more than what is necessary. It's too late for caution, leave me be. We'll do this one here. A little brighter. Zacharias brought me a concoction made from a buckthorn and senna. At first I thought the potion ineffectual, but later the same day I felt a churning in my bowels, which sent me running for the privy. As I howled in anguish, Zacharias assured me that the foulness was expelled with my feces. In the end, the cleansing turned out to be just what I needed, for now the worst of my symptoms are alleviated, and the world seems a little bit brighter. So this doctor, I talked all that smack about him, but in fact he's doing alright. He treated us well, he treated our son well. And yeah, our son recovered. I feel like this doctor, if we recover okay, if we recover from this illness, I almost feel like we should give this doctor some money. I almost want to give him money anyway, actually. I feel like he did such a great job. Why would you not pay him for this? I don't know how much it would cost to send him a gift. 68, geez, it's kind of expensive. But I think we would, since he's done such a great job. So yeah, we're going to pay him. Because he did way better than we expected. So we're going to give him a little bit extra, a little something extra there. And there we go. Limited crown authority. We can declare war now, guys. Fantastic. All right, so let's go ahead and declare war on this guy. This is what we've been waiting for this entire time. We couldn't do it. He does have similar numbers to us now. Unfortunately, yeah, he was able to increase his numbers. And then he also, that does include his allies. He does have his ally here. But we have allies ourselves. Although, what's interesting is that Count Michael is his ally. Our son. Okay. So he might not come into this war at all. I'm not entirely sure if he would or not. And it's kind of unfortunate, though. We can now see all the traits of our son. He has callous, which we saw before. He's trusting, and he's shy. Oh, okay. This is such a terrible intrigue character. You're trusting and you're shy. I mean, shy is fine, I suppose. But obviously, trusting is absolutely terrible for intrigue. He is callous, though. It kind of offsets that. Alright, so this is going to be an interesting character, guys, to play as. And remember, he's stupid on top of all that. Alright, yeah, let's go and declare war, guys. So we're going to do it over our claim, try and get control of that county there. So let's go and raise up our armies here. And hopefully we do well. So is there any way to... He does have defensive buildings there. I don't know if he pulled his ally in or not. He is defending in the hills as well, so really don't want to fight him there, but there might not be any way to avoid that. Well, if he moves out, yeah, then that would be for the best. And the Duchess joined this conflict. Was that... Maybe I looked at his ally wrong. Yeah, I might have looked at his ally wrong, guys. Yep, I did. It's not our son. Our son is not his ally. That's our ally. Oh, I'm a dummy. I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes in this video, guys. Sorry about that. Also, we never did pick the guardians for our son as well. Our sons. So we'll do that here in a minute. But let's go and call in Count Michael, because yeah, he'd be helpful to have in this conflict. So we'll call him in. And then let's go ahead and get some guardians selected for our two sons, Thomas and Magnus. So remember, Thomas is learning, so we're going to try and find somebody who would be good at that. So, I mean, as far as we go, our learning is okay. And then the two that we're doing, yeah, again, is learning, and then Magnus is doing martial. So he probably wouldn't be the best choice. I suppose we can train Thomas. I'll see if there's anybody else here that would be better, but I don't think so, guys. I think we'll train Thomas. So we'll educate him. But then Magnus will probably be educated by somebody who's a little bit better for this. Because frankly, we're not exactly the best when it comes to martial. We should probably just go ahead and have our marshal do it. Yeah, our marshal's learning isn't bad. Yeah, let's have the marshal do it. Alright, so we'll have both of those sons educated now. Alright, excellent. Alright, looking very nice. So we have to wait till he leaves. I think we can go ahead and attack his capital now. And of course, Count Michael has joined us, and he has brought his men up. 300 men. Also, we were able to finish this building here, the levying grounds. So that'll be more levies that we'll have access to. Alright, so we're just going to go after his capital, I suppose. It's going to be 9 months to get that taken. I assume he's going to come up around here and then attack our capital, which we would be able to win that. But his ally will likely be here at that point. We could still win it, though, if we were on the defense. Well, it looks like we're also, not us, but in our empire, somebody's being raided here. So that, unfortunately, is going to be the end of today's extra long episode. Hope you guys did enjoy it. I certainly had a lot of fun. Got a lot of stuff done, made some progress, and hopefully we'll be able to get one of our old counties back as well, one of the ones that we lost here. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you guys in the next episode, which, remember, will not be until Tuesday. We will not have a Monday episode as usual, so I will see you guys on Tuesday, and thanks for watching.